Shannon's Dirty on the 30.
All right, Shannon. Didn't watch the Oscars last night. Honestly, I didn't see any movies at all. So
I'm with you. I tuned in for about 12 minutes. Not joking. It was 3 hours long.
Wow.
I had the whole thing on in the background.
3 hours.
It was the most boring award show I think I've ever seen.
Everybody said. Went hostless again. Actress Regina King opened the show on a very serious note.
We are mourning the loss of so many, and I have to be honest, if things had gone differently this past week in Minneapolis, I might have traded in my heels for marching boots. Now, I know that a lot of you people at home want to reach for your remote when you feel like Hollywood is preaching to you, but as a mother of a black son, I know the fear that so many live with, and no amount of fame or fortune changes that.
Because of the pandemic, the show took place at Union Station and the Dolby Theater in LA with a very limited audience. Some nominees also appeared via satellite from remote locations. All of the attendees were vaccinated, tested, seated in a socially distanced manner. People were allowed to take off their masks when cameras were rolling. I told you this was going to be the case last week, but they had to put them on during commercial breaks. Nomadland filmmaker.
You know that
Isn't
didn't
funny?
happen.
Isn't that funny?
COVID does not happen during the actual
I know.
cameras being
I know,
on.
but I swear that's what they did.
They were vaccinated and tested. They wanted them to wear them for examples to say that if people are walking around the room, you still shouldn't.
Oh, my
God.
God.
You know they still didn't put them on, but who cares?
Yeah, Chloe Zhao became the first woman of color to win the Best Director Oscar.
My entire Nomadland company, what a crazy once-in-a-lifetime journey we're on together. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to you.
She is also the second woman ever to win an Oscar for directing. And Nomadland was the big winner, winning the top prize of Best Picture. Frances McDormand went home with the Best Actress statuette, as well as another Oscar for producing the film. The only movie I knew anything about and actually saw, Soul, earned the prizes for Best Animated Film and Best Score, and I did think this was kind of cute. Ye Jung-yoon won the Best Supporting Actress title for Minari, and Brad Pitt, who was rocking a blonde ponytail, by the way, presented her with a statuette, and she was very flustered that it was Brad Pitt, and she also corrected him for pronouncing her name wrong.
Mr. Brad Pitt, finally. Nice to meet you. Where were you while we were filming in Tulsa? It's very honored to meet you.
She could really talk. It was kind of cute.
I had the TV on and when I fell asleep, and I fell asleep to, just watching the Oscars, because it's a perfect thing to sleep to.
Yeah.
And I woke up to somebody howling. I don't know who it was. There was somebody like going.
It was Frances McDormand.
Was it Frances
For
McDormand?
Nomadland, yeah.
So she
Which
saw
was a good movie.
all of
but
a sudden,
depressing.
I wake up, but like the TV's on, I hear, woo!
Yeah.
Oh my God. What was the reasoning behind that? Why was
It's
she
from the
howling?
movie. It's
Oh,
from the
really?
movie. Yeah, and the character she plays. It was a good movie, but it was really depressing.
Did you see it on, Netflix or something like that?
Whatever it's streaming on, I believe Netflix. Yeah.
In other dirty today, Elon Musk has signed on to host SNL on May 8th. The CEO of Tesla has previously made guest appearances on shows like The Big Bang Theory, Rick and Morty, The Simpsons. He's no stranger to TV, but first time hosting. Obviously, the musical guest that night will be Miley Cyrus. Last week, Tom Bergeron was hinting to fans that he just might be returning to Dancing with the Stars. We didn't know if he was going to be the host or if he was going to be dancing as one of the quote-unquote stars. Well, he posted a video on Friday saying, nope, that's not his big announcement at all. Take a
I
listen.
thought I'd let you go into the weekend with some more information.
Oh, thank goodness.
I am returning to hosting. It's not going to be a show that I previously hosted. However, it's very reminiscent of a show I previously hosted. More details later.
Oh, great. He's like Mike.
So here's what
this
he's
is
going
like
to do.
Mike with that tease with he and Allie. It's like,
I can spoil
Come
this
on.
for you if you really care. I think he's going to be joining the new CBS dancing competition called
great.
Come Dance With Me
great.
in some capacity, okay?
Mike, if you don't pay off that little tease about what you had to bring up to Allie at
It better be
8
good.
o'clock this morning, I'm telling you, I'm driving right to Grand Rapids. I'm going to punch you right in the nose.
It's just like what we wanted for dinner. Like she wanted something like that.
And lastly, Kanye West helping to raise $1 million for DMX's family through a sale of tribute T-shirts. Through his Yeezy brand, he commissioned Balenciaga to design the T-shirt. $200 a pop, sold out within 24 hours over the weekend. The proceeds will go to DMX's family, who was remembered yesterday at a private funeral service in Brooklyn. Then on Saturday, I know there was a big memorial service for him at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. That memorial featured performances from Kanye's Sunday Service Choir. I know Nas performed, Jadakiss, Eve, and Swiss Beats also.
Have we reported, by the way, about his financial at all?
No.
No,
I
was
guess
he in good shape or was
not
he
at all. I guess. Yeah, and I guess that's one of the big reasons why a lot of the artists like Kanye and stuff are trying to come together to help the
Raise
family
money.
out because
Yeah.
I guess he left with pretty much nothing.
I'll play more for you later in this show. One of his 15 kids, his 12-year-old daughter, did a little rap for him, and it was really sweet at the memorial yesterday. So I'll play that for you. But for all of today's Dirty, check out the Dirty page at mojointhemorning.com.
It's Shannon's Dirty on the 30 and Spike Scams next.
Mojo in the morning.